Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick commentary video on this absolutely wonderful game of hoplite I just played. Uh, I'm running the fake creeper hole trap, which is the best trap in the game, by the way. Write that down. And I'm running solo queue in a Civ game, which I think is nice for this trap because of the pull area. You're able to get a lot of people in there and pulled at once, which is great. The game starts with 2 minutes into a PvP with these two happy guys, pulling up to my trap. And they came over to give me a little greeting, and say, I see that you've put a lot of time and hard work into that trap. You spent a lot of time engineering it, designing it, building it on the hoplite server. And I think I should just destroy all of it. And that's what they end up doing. So this guy, unfortunately, survives the pull. But he destroys my entire trap. Which, because, whenever I see someone trapping, I also say, I should just destroy literally all of it. But it's fine, they grief a lot of it. I'm able to get them out of my trap, at least get it to a repaired enough state that people won't be, griefing it while I'm gone, trying to kill these people. And this guy decided to stick around and try to fight me, which did not go well for him. Luckily, I actually have a lot of healing here. I had 2 gaps going into PvP. I'm able to get a healing potion here. So it's looking good, right? Even though our trap got griefed a little bit, we have a sharp 2 diamond, which is nice. We also have an extra gapple, and we're on full health. So everything's looking great. I'm going to go in here. I'm able to fix it up enough that it's not really conspicuous. So I'm able to just stay crouched and, fix my trap in peace. I'm going to actually dig around here. The problem is that all the slime is gone right now, so I'm going to go fix that up. And the guy from earlier, the grief trap at the start of the game, so I decided to double dip a bit, Because whenever I see a trap that someone put a lot of hard work and time into to build on the hoplite server, I say, I should just destroy all of it. And that's what this guy does. And, I completely respect that. That's what I would do, too. Unfortunately, he thinks he's better at PvP than I am. And he ends up trying to fight me, which goes very poorly for him. He's able to actually run pretty far. Kudos to this guy. He's actually able to get me quite far from my trap before he's actually able to die. But, it's fine. I kill him. I end up running from all 6 players of his team. It's great. It happens sometimes. Your whole trap gets griefed twice, and you gotta run for a bit. But at the end of the day, you're always able to go back and rebuild your trap. And there's still actually a lot of people left in this lobby. There's people on top of my trap right now, so I'm not actually able to go back and start, fixing it right out in the open. But, it's not really a big deal. Get chased away here. Have to run all the way back around through spawn. And now we're actually able to finally start rebuilding our trap. So you see, you got completely flooded by some unrelated people. I am trying to do my best to get rid of the water. Break all the blocks. Go fix up the trap. And so, I managed to get it back into a presentable state. This doesn't really look very conspicuous, right? You don't really think when you see this that there'd be a trap here. So I'm able to just, in peace, completely unbothered, able to go fix the redstone here. Then this guy comes along. And, this guy is a true hoplite player. Because whenever I see a trap that someone took a lot of time to build, put a lot of effort into to build on the hoplite server, you know what? I think I should go destroy all of it. And that's what this guy says. He says, I should go destroy all of it. And that's what he does. He ends up breaking a lot of the redstone here, destroying a lot of the grass. I don't even have the budget to afford all this grass. I don't even know how I'm going to possibly fix this. And see, this guy prioritizes destroying my trap so much, he prioritizes it over his own life. So he's at 10 HP here, and he's sticking around trying to grief this trap instead of, living. And, I think that's really respectable, I think, even more important than winning at hoplite is making sure that trappers get fully griefed, I'm gonna chase this guy here for a little bit. His team tries to help him, but he sucks, so doesn't really do anything. Misses me with the corrupted crossbow. I'm able to run over, and finally, after I think 3-minute long chase, kill this guy. It's cool, right? My trap's been griefed 3 times this game. But, there's still players in the game. You're still able to go, go repair your trap. Right here, I actually ended up getting fought by, the entire U.S. military here, because a full team of, 10 players pulls up. This is the first time I've actually seen the damage that my trap has taken, because I was so busy killing that other guy, But it's cool, it's cool. We try to fix some of it, try to figure out what's going on with the redstone, what's broken. Fix some of it. And we get jumped again here, which is actually kind of crazy that this happened so many times. See, if my trap was actually fixed the whole game, I'd be at 14 kills it'd be great, you know. The whole activity of the entire server is happening in this one spruce biome for some reason. But I'm getting pulled up on my 2 guys, and so I said, you know, it's just not worth the effort, you know. I just want to go into my ladders, you know, just wait till it all blows over, and it'll be fine. There are 2 people at the bottom of my ladders. There are 2 random people at the bottom of my ladders. I don't know how these guys found my ladders or anything. You know, I'm actually able to survive here. And, you know, this guy places 2 obsidian here. Because, you know, whenever I see a trap that someone spent a lot of time and hard work building on the Hoplite network, I always say, you know, I should just destroy the whole thing. And that's what this guy does. So, my dripstone's gone. I've obsidian at the bottom of my ladders. I don't even know that either of those are true, by the way, because I'm actually running for my life here. Hoplite likes to drop me through this block here, which is wonderful. But, you know, it's fine. We're going to end up digging our way out. These 2 guys that were in my trap end up going out this way, I believe. I don't know what happened to them. They end up somewhere. But while we were down there, I believe we got 47 copper blocks placed on our trap. Because, you know, whenever I see a trap on the Hoplite network, I say, you know, I should just destroy all of it. And that's really, it's really how everyone should strive to be. But I'm going to come up here. I'm able to mine all this copper, which is lovely. Finally get the trap somewhat fixed for the first time in this game. I actually don't get jumped for the whole process of fixing it. And I'm able to get it back to, you know, a somewhat usable state. The dripstone at the bottom is actually completely gone. I don't know that. And nor do I know that there's still obsidian there. So even if I do get a trap kill, nothing will happen. But, you know, in my mind right now, things are good. You know, I get a chance to organize my inventory a bit, you know, smell the roses. This other guy's trapping here, but I think the same kind of situation happened to him, where about 14 separate people decided to go grief him. But, you know, that's fine. Got this guy over here that is running up to me. And I am on 24 health, so even if I get this kill, you know, it'd be great. If not, I'm kind of, like, done. The game's kind of over. Unfortunately, I missed the kill, but I'm able to go back into my ladders and fall and die on the wood blocks that I kind of forgot were down there. Which, you know, isn't great. It's unfortunate. I lost the game. It's fine. But this guy, unfortunately, it's not on the recording because I stopped the 5-pack recording. But the second I died in my own trap, he said, you know, this is a trap that a lot of hard work and time was put into building on the Hoplite network. And he decided to go and grief all of it. He destroyed all the pistons on the top layer and filled it in with blocks. Even though I was dead, even though the trapper was dead, you know, I mean, you never know, it could come to life and could chase you and hurt you, you know, so you might as well, you know, destroy the whole thing, just so that doesn't happen. So anyway, I think that, honestly, this is a beautiful game of Hoplite. I think all the players played wonderfully. I think that, honestly, I mean, I was just outclassed by the players in this game, man. I just wasn't good enough, you know, maybe if I grind a bit more, I'll get good enough to, you know, stop this from happening. So anyway, that was a fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed it.